So it is about 6 a.m. in the morning, and I need a total mental reset. So definitely come with me to do just that. Well, this reset is starting off great because I can't find my wallet anywhere. So I'm gonna have to take a moment and like retrace my steps. Let me just get that going. Okay, I've retraced my steps, and the last place that I went to last night was Albertsons. And I remember when we were at Albertsons and my sister wanted a stupid popcorn tin, and I went to grab the popcorn tin because I was in the process of like paying. So I think what I did is I left my wallet like on top of like where you pay for your groceries, and I just like forgot about it because I want to go grab the stupid popcorn tin. So I ended up calling Albertsons, and they have it. So that's where we're going right now. We're gonna deviate a little bit and we're gonna go pick up my wallet. My stupid wallet that I left at freaking Albertsons. We got the wallet. We're good to go now. Let's start the reset day. Start over. I was gonna go wash my car, but we're not gonna do that now. We're just gonna go get ourselves a treat. We're gonna go to Dutch Bros that just opened up here in the Inland Empire area. So I'm gonna go check that out, try some of their seasonal drinks, and then we'll hit the road because we're going somewhere. And because I don't have a stand for my car right now, this is how I'm gonna have to keep you guys on my dash. I'm gonna have to use tape. I hope it works. Okay, we found the Dutch Bros, and let me just say, it's probably one of the worst locations. I just had to bust the biggest illegal moves just to try and get into this freaking drive-through. Hi, how are you? Usually with Dutch Bros, like, they have pretty, like, legit, like, cool locations. Find yourself, like, an empty parking lot somewhere and guarantee you're gonna find a Dutch Bro there. This location in my neck of the woods, not so great. Okay, we got our drinks, and I'm just gonna park over here at the Sprouts real quick and show you guys. The Aftershock, it's strawberry, blackberry, raspberry, and lime lemonade, and I guess there's Red Bull in here now. I don't know why I said yes, but I mean, I am so caffeine sensitive that I probably like 2 sips from this and I'm gonna be like totally awake. But let's just give it a try. I feel like I've tried this before, or I've had this drink before just without the Red Bull. So I'm not even gonna mix it. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it. Why not? Okay, it's actually not that bad. It's actually really good. I can totally taste the Red Bull. And there's a lot of Red Bull in here because that's mostly the flavor that I get. I do get like a lemony strawberry kind of flavoring, but it's like sadly the Red Bull kind of overpowers it. But overall, like, it's actually pretty good. I really wish I could drink like energy drink. Like this whole thing. I probably will drink the whole thing just because it is good. Let's move on to our second drink now. I really hate that I can't have you guys like at a better location right now because this is probably one of the cutest drinks I've ever bought. So this is the Jingle Chai Nog. It's basically eggnog, chai tea, basically a foam, and then you see the sprinkles on top. It doesn't smell. Can you guys see those sprinkles? As always, I'm gonna stir some of this middle. Take a sip. Oh, I just swallow like a bunch of sprinkles right now. 10 out of 10. Recommend. You'll never catch me saying that again. Oh my god, that is so good. It's so weird how you can just like separate both of the flavors. Because I get the chai tea and I also get the eggnog flavor like really strongly. Oh my god, I love this. Okay, now that we got our drinks, let's hit the road. Like I said, I needed a big reset, so we are gonna go back to a place that I went to a year ago when I needed a mental reset then. So let's just hit the road and you guys will see where we're going. Sadly, you guys will not be able to hear my emotional roller coaster of a music playlist that I'll be having in my background, but I guarantee you guys it's good. It's good. But sadly, you guys can't hear that. But you will probably see all of like my facial expressions when I'm driving and when I'm in the zone. So I guess I'll see you guys in an hour.
Look, I know you miss her, man. But you can't keep doing this to yourself. She's moved on. Meanwhile, you're out there just walking the streets at night, alone, in a river of darkness.
Okay guys, a new location. Sorry, I had to relocate from where I was last time because I had a whole vlog. I literally vlogged the entire thing, but in my process of like talking, all because it was like so windy where I was in Palm Springs, like all you can hear through the mic is just like the wind hitting the mic and me talking. So if I find that annoying, I can only imagine how you guys could also find it annoying. So I think my best option was to just like X that plan and just basically everything that I said during that during that time where I was there, I'm just gonna say it here in a more intimate and relocated setting. So over a year ago, when I needed a mental reset, I drove to this exact location for that reason, to just kind of hit the reset button and be like, okay, this is where we start again. And so the reason I went back again is because sometimes I just need to remind myself that I'm that bitch, because I forget. Sometimes I truly forget. In that aspect, I had probably learned my lesson twice already. So, yeah, we weren't gonna go back there. A part of me doesn't want to talk about that because I know that there's like people that watch this, because I know that like I have people that watch this channel that don't know a lot of my stories. So it makes me sometimes nervous to talk about stuff. But the one thing that I do want to start being is more transparent with you guys, more open, more of myself. And that goes into the reason as to like why I'm currently not doing much Disney content, because I have been asked a couple of times in regards to like Disney content, and right now I'm just taking like a little bit of a break from that for reasons. But yeah, that day I was just like, look, I've been here before. I've had this feeling before. Let's go back. Just this past year is when I decided to just kind of like start over and pick up the pieces because of these dark moments in my head that I've had. Luckily, both of these moments were intercepted. At the time, the first time that it happened, luckily I had received a phone call at the time, so I think that was a way that that thought was distracted. The second time, and there was a second time, and I don't even want to admit this because even my own best friend does not know this story, but luckily I was blessed with a best friend that does question my silence sometimes. And in that moment, luckily I received a text from her asking me how I was doing because she hadn't heard from me in a while or seen me be active on my social media. And so I think in that moment is when I knew, like, okay, like, you've almost I'm someone that sometimes doesn't learn my lesson the first time, but I'll definitely learn it a second time. And I knew that if it already happened twice already, that I probably wasn't gonna have a third chance. And yeah, if you guys ever look back at that video in which I visited Cabazon, you know, like over a year ago, I believe. Like, well, at least like now when I look back and compare the two videos, like for sure I see a very, very different girl. Yeah, that girl didn't even want to get out of her car because there was like so many people there. There's a lot of things that happened a year ago that led me to that dark place, but it also led me to kind of like rebuild everything that was broken in me. My best friend used to always tell me, I miss Blanca. Blanca being my real name. I know that you guys know me as Lily, but legally my real name is Blanca. And I can 100% say that I feel more like Blanca now. Like, that girl from back then was just very outspoken, very self-assured, confident in who I was and the things that I liked. And I never liked having fake people around me, so like whenever I felt that someone was being fake, damn right I would like call them out on it. I technically had like a more like assertive mentality, more stronger for sure. And for a very long time I completely lost that person. No clue where she went. The older I got, the less confident I was in myself, in my abilities, my creativity, all of it, all of it. Sadly, you also come across people, or sadly, you also get into relationships that kind of crumble that as well. So, and again, this goes into like a story that like some of my friends don't know, but but I guess I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry, like, this is the way that I'm kind of airing this out. I had just gotten out of like a very long-term relationship, and I think I was still trying to figure it out. I was still trying to figure myself out. I was still trying to figure out the situation. I was still trying to deal with the situation, and in slides in a new person, right? Someone that's gonna distract me from that. Could have fooled me for sure, because I thought I had come across someone who was very different from my last relationship, but I felt that I was presented with a person who was not even the person that they said they were, and I allowed that person to tear me down quite a bit. A lot, actually, not just a bit. Like, I actually shouldn't even sugarcoat it. No, like, that guy fucked me up. Like, he really fucked me up, and he really fucking broke me. Like, I've never been broken by someone. Like, and he, like, broke me. At the time of me having that mental headspace of, like, hey, like, this guy, like, you know, I just got out of a relationship in which a guy totally, like, fucked me up. I also had lost a channel, and then your world just gets smaller and smaller, because not only are you vocalizing that you're mentally not okay, but that not a lot of people can handle
But then maybe not a lot of people know how to deal with people that are basically vocalizing that they're not okay. And so my world became very small. I felt like I was on my own ship, for sure. And I just had to dig myself out somehow. So that was, that was the main reason for that first video that I did in Palm Springs. I basically had to kick my own ass and be like, hey, wake up and let's figure this out. Driving out there, doing that first video, reopening up my channel again, deeper that I got into it, and the better that I got, and the more people that I just kept cutting out, the quieter my life got. And it allowed me to really focus on myself, my life, and my channel, and what I wanted to do with it. To me, all I wanted was that, you know what? Fuck you, I'll show you moment. And I feel that this past year I've gotten that. To tell myself, fuck you, I'll show you. And that goes into like the reason why I'm not doing as much Disney content anymore, because I know that a lot of you added my channel because of Disney content. And so I find it only fair and transparent to explain the reasons as to why I just don't post as much as I have been regarding Disney content. And it's because I don't want to be a Disney girl. Like, that's not what I want to be. That's not what I want my channel to be. I don't want my channel to solely be based around Disney content or Disney lifestyle or Disney updates. Only because I feel that that just leaves me stuck under an umbrella in which I will not be able to be myself completely. And that's not what I want. What I want is for you guys to feel like you guys are living these experiences with me, whatever they are, that I am coming at you authentically and not fake and not crisp, clean cut, because I am also not that person. And I feel that if I continue to just do Disney content, I would be stuck being a person that I'm not. I'm not a food reviewer. I don't do food content. I don't, like, that's just not me. Like, it's not me. I can buy things and show you and be like, yeah, would I buy this again? Sure. Like, but I'm not like I'm not a food reviewer. I'm not a foodie. I enjoy more of like the adult version of stuff, which is like the drinks that you can buy at the parks, and like or the places that you can drink at the parks, because that's more of me. But again, it's a funner but not cleaner, family friendly side of being a Disney content creator, right? And so I feel like that is more of me. So if I do, I'm not saying that I'm never not gonna do any Disney content, because I actually do enjoy it. It's just at the time right now, the reason I chose to just cut ties with Disney content was because of because of a lot of the bad experiences that I had at Disney. You know, sadly, that last relationship that I was in, he was a Disney head, and so a lot of my fears were that I would run into him at the parks, and I didn't want that. Because I also had a lot of bad experiences with that person at Disney. A lot of bad and embarrassing experiences, actually. So, definitely would not want that to happen again. And also, like I said, I had lost like a previous channel, which was, you know, I also had memories attached to that. And so just all of that put together, as fun as I tried to make it seem, it just wasn't as fulfilling to me to just do content under Disney. I found it more fun and creative to just kind of do what I was originally doing on my channel, which was hair, makeup, and whatever adventure that I chose to do out in the world. So yeah, like I think me taking a step back from it was just me kind of just wanting to separate myself from all of this weirdness that happened under Disney, as well as like as well as I mean, I'll just come out and say it, being a Disney girl, it's freaking hard. It really is. Like, I really wish people would just want to grow with everyone, but no, it became I did a couple of Disney events in which it was a battle royale of people just trying to get content, and be the first one out there to post it. When in reality, it's like, hey, we're all here to do the same thing. Like, why are we all fighting for content? In fact, I even made a joke out of it in one of my videos in which I was literally grabbing a jersey to film it, and somebody intercepts it and like grabs it and starts asking me questions about the jersey. And so that's what I mean. It's like, especially like when it comes to like girls, like I don't know what it is about girls and other girls, and like you just get the stink eye from like all these people, and it's kind of like, why? Like, we're all here doing the same thing. Like, we're all trying to we're all trying to create. So why can't we all just create? And like we don't have to look at each other like competition. So that's another aspect of and that's probably as deep as I'll get into that, because there's more. But yeah. And so that just kind of just became a big turn off, just having this like past like toxic relationship that was a reminder. Like I said, losing my previous channel, and also just sometimes Disney sometimes Disney creators are very interesting. And so I mean, the only positive, the only positive that really came out of like the whole Disney content of it was that like I had an amazing first date with my current boyfriend there. So I think that was my way of sealing that chapter and ending it on that positive note, taking a step back and just being like, okay, I'll return to this. I'll return to this when I'm not as emotional about it or connected to it, or like that I could just be free with it and have fun with it and not have it be more of like a routine work, um I just wanted it to feel more fun and authentic is what I wanted. And so I left that behind and just moved on from it and started doing kind of videos that I enjoy. Like I said, there's a lot. There's a lot. And so I think moving forward, what I want to do with this channel is just continue to be more open with it right now that it's still small and I'm able to do that. If it were to be a bigger channel, I don't think people would accept any of the changes as much. Yeah, so I think I just want that. I think I just want room to be creative. I don't want to just be one thing. I don't think I've ever wanted to just be one thing. It just sucks, because as lonely as this last past year has felt, I felt like it was essential. I felt like it was definitely teaching me to grow in my own solitude, for sure, without any distractions. But I mean, I guess there's some flowers that bloom in the dark, right? Yeah, because if I were to compare that video from last year to now, I'm 100% not the same girl at all. At all. I feel like that girl definitely lost her spark. It was definitely taken away by a lot of things and a lot of people. And so now I feel like I'm me, and I feel like I wish I could have been this person my entire life. But I guess this is who I am now. All I wanted through all of this was just to prove to myself, like I said, fuck you, I'll show you. And I literally manifested a lot of accomplishments that I wanted for this year, and I was able to like complete a lot of these accomplishments. And all of that started from, I think, I don't know, lunar year, I don't know, but I was able to like complete a lot of things in a short amount of time, and it was crazy to me how much I could do in such a short amount of time in regards to like the type of equipment that I needed to upgrade, the type of income that I needed, the type of growth that I wanted. I manifested growth, and I wish that growth would have been more represented on my YouTube side, but it surpassed it more on my TikTok side, which was kind of crazy to me. Like, I manifested a short number of growth, and I got there. I got there, and so when I saw that number, I was like, whoa, like, I did it. Like, I really fucking did it. Like, and so those are the things that I am for sure proud of this year, and myself for like proving it, for definitely proving it and being like fuck yeah, I told you. I had to, in a way, believe in myself if nobody else was going to. So that's what I did. And here we are, still trying to grow. I know that this was a lot. I know that this was like a super like emotional roller coaster, but I just needed to do this like yearly update in order to just kind of check myself, and just kind of maybe not only to check myself, but to like just, you know, inform you guys as to why certain content hasn't been made as of now. But don't worry guys, I will get back to it. I promise you. It's just right now at this second, like, I'm just like, my headspace is just like not in Disney content right now. So I know that this was a lot, and I promise not every video will be like this, but this is my way of just being like, okay, this is something new, and I want to be transparent. I want to be open with my life, and I want you guys to see my life and see me, this me, the real me now. Holidays are here, so definitely, you guys definitely have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can come hang out with me here in my room, at the parks, or on some other crazy adventure. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one.